Hello, everyone. I wanted to check in with you guys again. It seems like I'm more comfortable doing vlogs. So for this past month, I do apologize. I have been absent. There were some health complications that I ran into due to my long unemployment at the beginning of the year. I ran out of my meds, so I had some of my stuff pop up again. It was a triple threat, unfortunately. I was able to get into my doctor, and I am back on my medication as of this past weekend. So I'm starting to feel better. You might hear it in my voice a little bit. I'm still recovering from the tension, but trying to get back on track. Just so you guys are aware, I did get story time recorded last week. I just, because I was sick, I was sleeping a lot and I didn't get around to editing it. So this weekend there will be the story times with Jay. Um, Again, I apologize that I didn't get it out to you, but it did get recorded, and we'll get back on track. I'm debating if I can get one cranked out next week, just so we can get back on schedule. But there's big things to come. I'm really excited. I hope you guys are paying attention to updates that are going on Patreon here. Lots of change, some new goals to keep in mind. We still have the cup of coffee a day that I have. Unfortunately, Patreon only lets you do one at a time, so it's either community based or it's money based. So that's why it came down. But personally, I do still have the cup of coffee a day, which is where one patron per day of the month, and at that $5, buy me a cup of coffee. You know. So that's just the minimum. If you are inclined to pay for one of my higher tiers, thank you. I always appreciate the support. We do still have our 4 tiers that I'm working with. We have our hero class, which is the basic $5 one. Pretty simple hero's journey, you know. And then we've got our $10 tier, which is our demigod, where you walk the path of both mortal and immortal. So you get a little teasers of things to come, things that I'm designing, working on. There are some things that I'm working on adding. Obviously, once I hit my 30 patrons, I'm going to start doing my live streams, but that will be accessible to the $5 tier. So my bi-monthly live streams that I'll be doing, I'm not sure when I'll be doing them. I'm actually working with a patron right now to see about getting a Discord server for our Imaginings community, so we can have some live streams moving forward and things like that. But again, that costs some money to have the nice ones. More money we bring in, the better. Now, the newer updates for the demigod level, I'm gonna, once the Discord's up and running, I want to start doing what I call character meet and greets, where you can ask questions of characters, and I will have some character answering of your questions. You guys can meet some of your favorites. We'll do some voting to see who you want to do. Eventually, I want to try and do some in cosplay ones. I have a few characters that I've been meaning to build original costumes for. They were supposed to be, when I go to events, I can be in the costume, and you guys can interact with characters that you want to, if you want to. Just that immersive, imaginative stuff that I like doing. So the nice big things to come. Also, for those of you who are interested in my coaching sessions, the demigod level does offer a discount. Since you are already paying me $10 a month, I am offering you your first session. If you decide to just do one, that's fine. You only have to pay 10 instead of the 20. If you have multiple, though, after that, it would be the $20 for an additional session. But you would get that benefit. Your first session of the month is half off. So that's a pretty good steal moving forward. That's for an hour that you have with me at $10 is your first session, 20 after that. The Celestial Path is the next one. It's our $20 tier. Really exciting things to come. Again, I've been working with the patron. We're coming up with some ideas for giving you kind of like a monthly literary subscription thing that's related back to stories. We're working on the details right now. Nothing big concrete at this time, but I wanted to let you guys know, hey, this is in the works. And then, of course, we do still have the Pantheon, which is our investor level. You are a part of creating these worlds that you love. You're pushing me toward publication. You're pushing to get these books published and in more people's hands physically and in ebook form. I'm really excited because, as you are aware, I am independent, but I go through a publishing service to publish my stuff because they allow me to pick what I want done. I don't have to have the full package, and I get full rights to my stuff. So I can control what happens to my book, who gets a hold of my book, things like that. I really like that freedom because it allows me to write the stories I want to write. A lot of publishers would not be comfortable writing some of the stuff I am because sometimes they consider it not politically correct, even though you guys have read it. It's dang good, right? They're just afraid of upsetting their audiences instead of committing to a good story, and that's a big deal to me. I want to give you quality stuff that's real to life, but also fanciful escapes. That's why we have Imaginings by Jay. So great fun things to come. Eventually, the investor level will start receiving some discounts on merchandise and book promos and things like that. I will be offering like alpha reading options if you want to read a book before it's published. These are exciting things that'll happen when you pay me that $30. You're investing in my work. I also acknowledge the reason I try to keep these prices at what they are is because I do know it's hard right now. Financially, the economy is not its best. But at the same time, I want to try and make this my career. So I got to set some decent pricing. But I also want to make sure you guys can afford it. That's why the $5 one, you get access to those videos and those audio recordings regardless. And eventually the live streams. And then as you move up, nice perks moving forward. Just moving some stuff around right now. I'm excited for what's to come. I'm glad to see my patrons are getting so excited with me. This is helping move toward that because I've been really burned out. Working day jobs is really hard, especially when this is not something I want to be doing. It's pulling me away from what I want to do. You guys bring me here. You guys make this possible for me to do this more. I want to be more committed to this, but I know I gotta make that extra effort. It's hard, especially when I'm only bringing in, like, I'm barely bringing in 40 right now, which I do know, things happen. But eventually, Mrs. Winchester and I had a discussion this past week. She says that if I'm bringing in $2,000 a month, that day jobs, we could wave goodbye. So if I get a consistent $2,000, that's why we added it as a secondary goal. Then I can start doing this full time, no more day jobs. I'll have a consistent schedule. I'll be able to balance my life and my passion, and I can be here with you guys more. More options for newer stuff to come. I can really reel in some of my shortcomings when I get that burnout. I'm really excited, but again, can't do that unless I've got you guys at my back. Artemis is still out there. You can find her on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. If you're on I believe it's Scribd. They call it the Netflix of books, where you can have access to ebooks around the world that are posted up here, and you pay just your subscription, and you have access to all those ebooks. It's kind of like Kindle's Unlimited option, only this is literally the entire service. So I kind of think that's a better offer. Right now, I've got 3 5-star reviews on Amazon. I'm really excited, guys. That's great. Thank you so much. Barnes & Noble doesn't have any reviews yet, nor Described. If you get books through Walmart online, you can get Artemis through there too. I am outlining Selena File right now, so I'm excited for that. But again, it's in outlining phases. I'm tired. That's about all that my brain can function right now. I'm working toward maneuvering out of that brain fog. For those of you who might be familiar with how brain fog works, you don't have full function of your mind. Tunneling out of it. I'm getting some updates on my computer right now. So I want to cut this short real quick, but I do want to say thank you to everybody who's here with me. Even if you've had some shortcomings and you had to drop a tier or you had to drop a subscription, that's why I make these free posts. and I still want to thank you for supporting me. I wouldn't be here without you, and moving forward, I won't be here without you. I do this for you. So as always, be kind to yourself and to others, and what you plant and put out into the world, you will receive in kind. Bye bye.